What is up? Different type of video today. It's going to be a kind of a mixture video between a tool review and actually getting some work done. I'm out here in the Red Eye garage and I've got some welding to do. Let me show you. So I'm working on the FC. I finished the floor and the front wheel arch and the inner rocker. I still have to fix the outer rocker, but now I'm moving back here. I kind of have to do the same thing in the back, and so I need to do some sheet metal repair. And if you remember, a few weeks ago I did a video on this Bestarc plasma cutter, and then they sent me a MIG welder, so I thought, why not actually do some work with it and see if I like it. These are really affordable machines, so that's why I agreed to do it, because I thought I get a lot of people messaging me about showing people how to weld, or oh man, I do that but I can't weld. So these two machines right here, I think the welder is like 169 bucks and the plasma is like 240. So you know, for a couple $100 you can be cutting and welding in no time. So this video is going to be, we're going to literally pull the thing out of the box, slap it on the cart. I got a brand new bottle of gas. I have some mixed gas right here for shielding, and I don't know what's in the box, if I got to put wire in it or what, but you're gonna see what I'm seeing, and let's just see how quick I can hook it up. And just average Joe, we're not gonna learn the settings, we're just gonna guess and start doing some sheet metal repair. So let's do it. Alright, it's on the cart and set up. Thing is tiny. It even came with like a shoulder strap, like a purse. I don't know if you can see just with my hand size how small this thing is. It looks funny on the cart, but there it is, 145 amp. First thing I notice is the lead's a little bit short. It's probably 6 feet long, but I'm guessing because of how small this thing is and with the shoulder strap, it's more of a or it's well suited to take to your work. So I'm guessing that's the case. The ground lead is about the same length. It came with the toolkit, shoulder strap, and flux and MIG core. I think 2 pounds of each, so you definitely could pull it out of the box and weld flux core with it. Came with a book, and this is a multi-process machine, so you can TIG and stick weld with it as well. So it came with the stick welder and the MIG torch and a ground cable. Only gripe so far is that it didn't come with a regulator. So yes, you can weld out of the box flux core. I'm not welding flux core on the body, so I had to use a regulator from another machine. So they're about 25 bucks on Amazon. I will put one in the description of this video as well. But and I looked on the box, it doesn't say that comes with it, but I just kind of expect when you have a gas shielded MIG welder, whether it welds flux core or not, I kind of expect that to be in the box. As cheap as these things are, that should have come with it. But it still could be a great machine, but I'm just telling you my honest opinion as I work through it. So let's fire it up and see what it looks like. Not going to be a lot of editing in this video. I just want to give you the real view, and let's see what kind of settings we have here. Alright, so looks like there's an amperage. I'm on 110, so I think that's why it's limiting me there. We're welding gas. Let's go with like 60, and it's set to MIG, so okay, cool. And oh yeah, so this is 110. I don't really know what this button does. Should probably read the book. I don't know if it automatically sets the wire feed. Seems a little fast. Let's turn the gas on. Gas is coming out. I don't know. Let's just weld, see what happens. I had to get the book out. I just was curious about the wire speed, but it says it has synergic control. Automatically matches the wire feed to the current. So I feel like I'm my dad trying to use a smartphone here. So I don't know. I think it's in automatic. So I say we just go with it. The best thing you can do when you get one of these new machines is just don't look at the book. Just turn it on and start welding. All right, enough talking. Let's do it. I have no idea. I feel like I'm welding in a video game or something right now. Let's try it. I made a weld. Huh. It actually looks pretty good. Well, I got this panel all tacked in, so I just did some spot welds on this side and then a couple spots on the inside as I went through. As you can see back there, I've got a lot to replace, but I'm just getting this front piece on to get my profile for the patch, and then I'm going to replace the inner piece from the back side when I do that part. But yeah, I mean, for welding, you know, spot welding sheet metal right out of the box, I ended up turning it up to 80 amps, and that seemed to be kind of the sweet spot for that. That's 18 gauge with some paint and rust on it. So yeah, I mean, it worked. So for 160 bucks right out of the box, you do need the regulator. I'll do some heavier metal, and I'll check back in when I do kind of the outer skin here and maybe try to make welds that look a little better. But I mean, it welds. So far so good. Well, I finished welding in this panel. I still have to fill and blend that joint, but I think it turned out good. I got the inner piece welded in, and as well as all the patches inside around the battery box, so that's done. So the Bestarc actually worked really well for the sheet metal stuff. So I'm going to finish this video off by just welding a couple of pieces of 1/4 inch together, and I'm going to show you the weld. It's kind of, hey, the fan just quit. I know it's kind of hard to actually show the quality of weld here, so we're going to crank this baby up. I think 125 is as high as it will go on 110, so I'm just doing everything on 110 for today. So I'm going to set the camera up and weld this piece of 1/4 inch and show you how it looks. I have not touched the settings at all, other than just cranking it all the way up. The fan comes on and off as you use it, so it's kind of nice when you're doing light work or you stop. The fan stops also. Just gonna put a little weight on this till I get it tacked, and I haven't done anything above 18 gauge so far, so let's see how it does with 1/4 inch. Cool. Felt pretty good, sounded pretty good. Not terrible. I'm not a pro. Just doing my thing. Go around the other side. There's a little bit of undercut on the edge. That could just be me, but I'd be pretty confident to say that will hold. When they go across the top on this kind of joint is, I think, is tough to weld to make it look good. It's two flush joints like that. I don't know what it's called, but so far I've been pretty impressed with how the wire feed automatically adjusts by the amperage. I don't know if I like not having that control, but it hasn't really been a problem yet. really fancy rigging we have here, huh? It's getting a little hot to pick up. That's not very pretty. I don't really like that one, but my other machine might not do any better. But for just those regular welds, I'd say that handles 1/4 inch. Good enough for the women we hang out with. Well, that wraps up the Bestarc initial review for the 145 MIG welder. Also see the link for the plasma cutter. It worked fine for this. Like I said, I don't really like to endorse something until I've used it for a while. This is definitely an entry-level, lighter duty machine, but if you just have 110 in your shop and you want to do some sheet metal, an occasional 3/16, 1/4 inch, or just repairing stuff, or you want something light to put a stick welder on and go out in the field and fix something, you know, I think this would be pretty good. But like I said, stick around. I'll leave it on the cart for a while. Is it going to replace my heavier, bigger machines? Probably not, but I mean, I can't really complain for 169 bucks. Even if you just had this one project, it would have got me through the weekend and back on the road. So check out the links below if you want to pick one up yourself and try it. Just be aware, remember, this doesn't come with the regulator, so I'll put a link in the description. Here's a picture of one for about 25 bucks on Amazon. So now you're, you know, 70, 80, about like 190 range with the regulator. But if you're just using flux core or stick welder, then everything in the box will get you going. So hope you enjoyed this video. I do plan to do a little welding tutorial, prep work, machine setup, and you know, actual technique from my point of view, the way I do things around here. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.